Earlier this year, we went out west, and on the way back, we came through Oklahoma. And being that I'm a big Cincinnati Reds fan, I never done it. So when we was going through Oklahoma, we took a little bit of a detour, and we went to see the home of Johnny Bench, which is in Binger, Oklahoma. With the recent passing of Pete Rose, I thought it might be wise for me to put this up again. So I've redone this video, and for those who didn't see it, it's a good time to see the Johnny Bench Museum, and I think you'll enjoy it. The people were very nice there. They didn't say anything that I couldn't film, and so I got a pretty good view of the museum that day, and I had to cut a little bit short. I could have stayed there all day personally. I would have read and looked at everything in the display case if I'd had time. But my wife's not the baseball fan that I am, and so she wasn't enjoying it quite as much as I did. We'd had a long travel day, and travel's kind of hard on her, and sitting there in one place that long. So I tried to hurry as best I could, but it was a great adventure for me getting to see the Johnny Bench Museum. And with the recent passing of Pete Rose and the fact that Joe Morgan's already died as members of that Reds ball team that won the World Series in 75 and 76. The fact is, those of you that know anything about baseball might recognize this picture. Up here behind me is a picture of the first pitch of the 1976 World Series. Rose, knowing that he couldn't charge from third base, field a bunt, and throw this man out because he didn't have the arm and he didn't have the speed. Rose knew that. He came right in the guy's face that whole series. And Mickey Rivers, it tore him up the entire series. Fact is, I never seen anything like that from a third baseman. And I know this about Johnny Bench, but I just wanted to mention about Pete for a moment. He came in at third base. Even the commentators were talking about they never seen anything like that. They even said that Pete Rose, if Mickey Rivers swung away and hit one down that way, it'd kill him. Well, in the seventh game of that World Series, no, I take it back. That was a 4-game series in 1976. In the fourth and final game of the 1976 World Series, Mickey Rivers did hit a line drive down to Pete Rose. Pete Rose caught it, bounced the ball, probably blew a bubble, if I remember correctly, and threw the ball around the infield. And he acted like it was just a regular day at the ballpark. And so, no, they were wrong. He didn't get chewed up by the pitch. He didn't get beaten up by it. He just handled it like business. But that picture's first pitch of 1976 World Series, Game 1, is what sits behind me. So obviously I'm a big Reds fan. But I thought you would enjoy these views of the museum. I hope you got a kick out of those, that little view of the Johnny Bench Museum. If you ever get a chance to stop in Bangor, Oklahoma, you ought to stop there. It was quite a treat for me. Not so much for my wife, but she doesn't really like baseball like I do. But I hope you enjoyed it. On this week's Did You Know piece that I've been putting on here, I thought of this the other day, and it's not directly related to the Old West, but the truth is, if you've watched westerns your life, you're going to know these three characters. March 26 is the birthday of three of the most famous actors in Western television and cinema. And that's John Wayne, Jay Silverheels, who played Tonto in The Lone Ranger, and James Arness, who played Matt Dillon in Gunsmoke. All three of them were born on March 26th. Wasn't the same year. Wayne was born in 1907. Jay Silverheels was born in 1912. And James Arness, he was just a baby of the bunch. He was born in 1923. But anyway, that's your Did You Know segment for this week. Thanks for stopping in. We'll catch you soon. Bye now.